kind of appropriate that we do have this press conference here in front of the portrait of Franklin Farrell. Franklin Farrell, back in 1844, came to the village of Ansonia when Ansonia only had 4 houses here, and Anson Phelps, who was the founder of Ansonia, asked him to come down, and him and his father ended up building the Kinney Brook Dam, which they used the water to power the mill, which was built in 1848. So there's a lot of history here. We're very happy. This is the birthplace of Farrell's, and you know, it was sold by James Burns to Mustafa for $1.9 million. It's on 10 acres on Main Street. It's prime real estate, and we're very excited about it. I would also like to say that James has been working extremely hard over the past several years. The city has worked with him to try to sell this property, and we finally got Mustafa to come in and take over. We're very pleased to have him here. His initial plans are to have retail and office space on East Main Street, and on the second and third floors or higher, he's going to have market rate condominiums. So this is a really exciting project for Ansonia. It's going to bring people down here. Mustafa has the vision of the restructuring of Main Street. This is going to do wonders for us. It's really going to help us economically. At this point in time, I would like to ask Mustafa Diakata to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very excited to be part of Ansonia officially now. To my right is my realtor, Van Stater.
Thank you.
I've been working with James for a while now. We're all excited to finally close on this deal. Just like the mayor said, we're still in the initial stage of developing and getting plans and approvals together. But we do plan on having retail on the first floor and some beautiful apartments and condos on the higher floors. Very excited, and can't wait to see the final product, and I will now pass on to James. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Just on behalf of the property owners, we became somewhat accidental landlords for Farrell back about 3 years ago, and didn't have the wherewithal to develop this, and so it was with a lot of effort, Vance Taylor and Alan Fisher helping us out. We're able to find a buyer who really has the vision and the desire to bring this project to fruition, which I think will be a benefit to the city of Ansonia. We're very happy about it, and I think ultimately even to the benefit of Farrell, even though they're a tenant and not an owner at this stage. So we're really looking forward to seeing what happens with the product and helping out where we can and bring this to fruition. So thanks a lot.
Thank you. That's one of the points I wanted to bring about, that Farrell's is going to stay here. It's been negotiated that they're going to be here for the near future, which is very exciting. It's going to be Mustafa's anchor tenant, and once again, that's good news for the residents of the city of Ansonia and for the workers that were up there. And once again, you know, this is the birthplace of Farrell's, and we're extremely excited that they are going to be able to stay here for a while. At this time, I'd like to introduce a couple other people that have joined us. Bill Purcell from the Valley Chamber of Commerce. Bill, thank you for being here. Vinny Scarlata, the chairman of the Ansonia Economic and Development Commission. Rick Dunn from Valley COG, and Art Bogan from Valley COG also. We'll open it up for questions. Or oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see my good friend Mayor Staferi here. You're blocked. Thank you for coming and
just wishing you well.
Giving us support here in the city. At this time, I'm going to give keys to Mustafa. The keys of from Farrell's to Mustafa. So, Mustafa, congratulations. Good luck. At this time, I'll open it up for questions.
I don't know if anyone can answer this question. What is the vision maybe of what it will look like, what it might do for other merchants along Main Street? I mean,
Well, I think it would certainly help develop Main Street further by bringing more businesses and restaurants if we have more people downtown with disposable income. It has great access to our train route of, it has great access to our train, and it hopefully will bring more people to downtown and create more businesses.
Do you know how many people are still employed at Farrell's at this point?
It's approximately 100 people.
And will they still be on, I know there's also the West Main Street parcel has also been sold.
Yeah.
Is that where those employees mostly are? Is that where they'll stay, or?
I don't know exactly what the ratio is, but they're both on the west side of Main Street in the factory portion of it and in the office building portion of it. So.
Okay. And any plans for the other side of the street at this point, or is that down the road, or?
You talking about East Main Street?
Well, East Main Street's apartments.
Yeah, East Main
and
Street
then,
is the initial development.
Correct.
I'll let Mustafa answer for the future.
Yes, so far, so we're just going to start working on the East Main side of this project. The West Main, probably down the road, we might think about developing that.
and can you tell us about, I guess the company is Washington Management?
Right.
Have you done any other projects in Connecticut so far?
We purchased a nursing home in New Haven February of last year, which is going to be turned into apartment as well. So, yes.
And why Ansonia?
It's a great area. It's a great, beautiful town, and I fell in love with this project about 2 years ago, and I developed the vision, and we work with great architect, and I'm sure the end product is going to be spectacular.
when is your every business plan has a goal of when you want to hit